Buenos días, Michigan. Buenas noches, Korea. Welcome to this channel. Today we are trying something different. We are innovating. So most of the time you have seen me just going around the world and just sharing with you amazing cultures. We are trying to do something different. So now we are taking a different culture and trying to understand how do they perceive us as Mexicans. So I have to say, do you remember about Michigander, the name of this channel? It comes from the conjunction of two different words. The first of it is being Michigan. Michigan is where I reside. The second one is Chilangolandi, where I was born and raised. So it's...
I didn't know about that like yesterday when you told me the first time. So
okay, you have heard our guest today.
hello.
Our guest is the one, the only, the best one, the storyteller, the Catan master, Dijo.
Hello, nice to be here.
Can you hear how people love you?
Music to my ears. Thank you.
So the reason why Jared is here, thank you Jared for being here, is because he's a total Michigander.
That's right.
So he will be our different culture, explaining how we are perceived, how we the Mexicans are perceived. So is that correct when I say that you're a total Michigander?
I can attest to that. I would put yes. I was born here. I've lived here for 27 years. Don't live here currently, but yeah, I am definitely straight Michigan.
When I think of Michigan, there is someone that can tell us a little bit about the state and their secrets and their people.
Well, I don't know about any secrets of Michigan, but I can tell you quite a bit. You know, I know all the streets from here to the lake. So.
Jared, but we are just progressive.
Well, some of them are not. Not everyone can tell you all those numbers.
Okay. Well, but as a young engineer, I was taught to just not believe what they say to me.
Mm-hmm.
I actually need to confirm that.
Okay.
For that purpose, we have decided test for
A test. Okay, well, like I said, lived here quite a long time. Been around. I'm sure I'll pass this test.
Okay. So we have this cup.
Okay.
We didn't design it, we just bought it from Starbucks.
From Seattle.
Yeah, from Seattle, yes. But it has different Michigan signs. This is actually one of the cups that you can go to Starbucks and from each one of the places that you visit, and they have just pretty pictures of what makes characteristics of things. So, do you feel like you can explain at least 4 or more?
I'm pretty sure I know everything on that cup.
That's a tough statement. We'll take it. You always surprise me talking about things. So let's start. Okay, I have a lake here. It says Great Lakes, Great Times. What do you want to say about it?
Yeah. So that one, pretty big deal. So Michigan is known as the Great Lakes State because we have 5 of the largest freshwater lakes in the world very close by. So Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, and Lake Superior all form the geography of Michigan and are a huge part of the culture and history of the state, and that's why it's Great Times.
Okay. I see something that looks like a rock here.
Yeah. So that's the state stone. It's called a Petoskey stone.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not a rock. It is a fossil. So billions of years ago, this very special kind of fossil formed, and they're found all over Michigan.
Okay, below the fossil, it's in 2 hands, and I know that that's very Michigan.
Yeah.
Can you explain?
So the hands here, if you look at the geography of Michigan, formed by the lakes, you can actually use your hand to indicate quite a bit of the Michigan area. So So you can say like, let's go up to the tip of the thumb at Port Austin and have some time there. Or we can talk about Lansing, which is in the center, or Metro Detroit, where we are, or Kalamazoo, or whatever you want to have. And if you want to get full, like as the cup is showing you there, you can even have the UP with the
Wait. UP.
Yeah, the UP.
Elaborate on that.
Okay. The UP, so Michigan, great state, as I mentioned, with all the lakes, but it's actually a peninsula. So we have water on three sides, and that's why we show the lower peninsula here. But the UP, or the upper peninsula, is also part of Michigan. There's quite a few less people there, but there's a lot of good stuff to see up there as well.
So I have been told that in the upper peninsula there's only trees.
There are trees,
bears.
Yes. There are definitely bears. Also wolves.
Techs.
Well, Michigan Tech, and also, and this one's kind of fun to say, Tequamanon Falls. So look up that one.
Oh.
That was a good time too.
Yeah, I've not been there. But...
Oh, you should.
Okay, I see two animals here. One, I guess it's a deer.
Yeah.
The second one is, I don't even know the name.
Yeah. So the deer, I think you might be familiar with. They're found most often on Michigan roads. So.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
That sounds like when I hear the deer.
they pop out. They
Yeah.
ditch it. But yeah, so deer are extremely common in Michigan. And the other one there is called a wolverine. So it's like a small bear, maybe. And it's actually the mascot of the University of Michigan.
Woohoo! Go blue!
Yeah.
Okay, so for you to know, it's Jared is an alumni of University of Michigan.
That's right.
That's where I studied my master's. So,
Go blue.
I see a cereal.
Yeah. So Michigan basically invented cereal.
Oh, that's on the statement.
Okay, all right, maybe not quite. But the modern cereal box format and all that did start here with Kellogg's, who had their first setup here in Battle Creek, Michigan. That's why we got cereal box.
Okay. I see a bridge which says Mackinac Bridge.
So that bridge, very famous bridge. It's actually pronounced Mackinac, the Native American word, even though that's how it's written. But that's actually a beautiful bridge. It connects the upper and lower peninsula as before. Do that here. I don't know. And yeah, it's actually the longest suspension bridge in the States. Depending on how you measure, longer than the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco.
I don't know.
I read both of the signs. Trust me.
Okay. I see a lighthouse here. As for those who have realized, I have a new intro. The new intro, I'm just walking through the beach and there's a lighthouse, red lighthouse. And I was surprised to see it here because it's in the Michigan.
Yeah. So there are really many lighthouses in the state of Michigan because for hundreds of years, since people have been here, really the ships have been coming in and out of the lakes and actually are connected to the ocean. So the lighthouses there are to protect the ships from getting damaged on the shore or hitting the rocks. And you'll see many in Michigan. That one, I'm pretty sure, is on the west side of the state.
Can you do the
camera? So it's on the west side of the state, right here. And yeah, but there are many lighthouses.
Okay, and last but not least, I have a vehicle here, an automobile.
Yeah, so that looks like a Ford Model T, which maybe you've heard of, but Ford, the Henry Ford, when he was here, invented the concept of the assembly line. And that allowed a lot of production of automobiles, brought a lot of people, a lot of wealth, and a lot of new things to the state of Michigan, and really set the foundations for the way things are today.
Okay, I think I have run out of elements here, and I'm glad to say that you passed the test.
I knew I would.
So now that we confirmed that you are a Michigander, maybe we can go to the next part. Right?
Sure.
So, tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay.
I know that you have lived in Michigan for several years. but you have the opportunity also to connect with the international community. Could you let us know what was the process?
Sure, yeah. So I've had a very few fortunate experiences in my life. So I used to work for a company called Electrobit, it's a German company. And as part of that, I met several people that they had brought in from overseas to be working here. They had some friends as well from the international community. They invited me to a couple parties sometimes, and it didn't ruin everything, so it went okay. And that was kind of my window to meet more people who are living in Michigan, but from other countries.
I know that you even lived abroad.
That's right. So I also, as part of that same company, I got a really lucky opportunity to go work in South Korea, and I took that. It was amazing, totally different, very different kind of lifestyle, and people were different traditions and culture, but I really enjoyed my experience there. And yeah, that also gave me different perspective on the world.
So you within the international group, you also met a lot of Mexicans?
That's right, yeah. So as part of the group in Michigan, there are many people from Mexico.
Even you like so much the Mexican culture that you married a Mexican.
That's right. My wife is from Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems that from all your experience, you have had the opportunity to compare cultures with a lot of people. So do you think that there is something that characterizes Mexicans?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things. I think there's more things we share than the things that are different. But one thing that really kind of made an impression on me about the Mexican community is really that aspect of community, that aspect of connectedness. So whether it's through all the different parties or the communication on whatever chats and all that, it really seems to me like a lot of the people from Mexico are connected to each other, and there's this web of connections going through Michigan or through all the other places, all the way back to Mexico and here. And that really was pretty cool, I would say.
So you mentioned connections. Connections. Connections immediately turns into reunions.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Mexican reunions?
Fantastic. Great time. I mean, I've been to a few. There are different kinds, formal parties and more casual ones, which has different impacts. But always, the food, top notch, very good stuff. And there's usually a lot of dancing, and there's always music and always laughing, and yeah, it's a good time.
It seems that you have had a good experience with the parties.
I can say.
So I guess that you have also traveled to Mexico.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico a few times. My wife has given me quite a bit of tours and stuff, which went pretty well.
Is there any special places that you like in Mexico?
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of things to see. I'm sure I've barely scratched the surface. But especially in Mexico City, I really liked the, I say it wrong every time. I'm working on learning Spanish.
Okay.
But the Paseo de la Reforma.
That was great.
Yeah?
Paseo de la Reforma,
okay.
yeah.
All right, you lied to me, but it's fine. But yeah, that road is really cool. So I had my Michigan ideas of what Mexico's like. It's Mexico City, okay, it's gonna be like Detroit, but kind of bigger. But it's much bigger. It's louder. There's so much color. And Paseo de la Reforma, I thought it was really cool. You could see all the different buildings. There's a lot of stuff to do on that street. There's a lot of interesting museums. There's the Angel of the Revolution. There's all sorts of stuff going on there. So really cool. Wow, Mexico City, CDMX.
So we even have a castle there.
Yeah. I think Chapultepec, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I also like that one. That one's a good place.
Okay. What about, so I guess in your trips and also here, you had the opportunity to taste the Mexican food. And you also mentioned in the party. So do you have a special kind of food that you like?
So I'm pretty happy to say, I don't think I've ever turned down a Mexican food dish.
you better run there to do that.
Yeah, that's also part of the culture.
Yes.
Food is very, very important. But I think my all-time favorite has got to be this glowing green chorizo from La Marquesa, I
Yes.
think.
Yes. Between Mexico City and Toluca.
Sure. So we went there one time. I don't even remember why we were there. But we stopped, I think, somewhere on some park or something. It was this like little restaurant, and the sun was coming in, and like they had red chorizo as well, the like more typical kind, but this green stuff was like glowing from the sun around, and it was just delicious. So I've never been there again, just like one time. So like that's my all-time favorite Mexican. But there's so much good stuff. Mole is also great, very unique. So yeah, I could spend like a world tour of Mexico for food.
Any comment about tacos?
I mean, tacos are fantastic. There is this whole debate though about like wheat taco or wheat flour tacos versus corn flour. I understand wheat flour, like not technically allowed Tex-Mex thing, converted, but it's pretty good.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you, always wanted to ask you, have you identified any weird Mexican traditions maybe?
Yeah. Well, I think one of them, I don't know if it's a tradition, but like, especially with the reunions we talked about, the concept of time changes. Like, you know, there's time travel, but in Mexican culture, it's more like time dilation, you know?
Okay.
Like, it's like, this is when the party's gonna start. To me, that means like, I should be there in the 15-ish minutes or so of that time. In Mexico, it means like, maybe you could show up within an hour if you want. 2 hours, that's also fine. Like,
yeah, I can totally relate to that. I mean, I was very surprised when I was to a party here. They said from 4 to 6. And
Yeah.
at 6, everybody left. And I said, wow.
yeah, that's another thing that's different. You stay until you cannot stay anymore.
Yes.
It's like a whole event.
Yeah.
But I also think it goes back to that whole like community, like the importance of spending time together. Is very strong, and that also that time sense, like time kind of disappears. So even though it's like many hours, I get the impression that those hours go by very fast.
Hey, when I'm talking with you, time disappears. We just keep talking for hours. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned food. You mentioned dancing as part of the party. Do you have any specific song, any Mexican song that you can mention? Do you like it?
Yeah, so I mean, I haven't had the background in since I've been growing up. So like, I'm recently been introduced. My wife is influencing me. There are quite a few songs I like, especially for salsa dancing. I really like La Vida es un Carnaval.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that one's technically Mexican. But,
No, we have adopted it.
Okay. That one's quite a favorite of mine. But I also the Mexico.
A Mexican Latino, yes.
Yeah, Luis Miguel. Yeah, he's the big
I
guy.
have to ask, have you seen the Netflix series?
I mean, I've like seen it secondhand, I can say.
Okay.
So
I guess,
Brenda, yes, that's it.
Yeah,
Really
that's
enjoying it. Yeah, so I understand. Big deal.
yes.
No?
Big Luis Miguel is a
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Jared. So I think you allow us to enter to your mind and have a better perception of what you think about Mexico. And even though some of things are obvious to us, it's good to hear from your own perspective. And I really appreciate you taking the time to sit here, open your thoughts to the viewers, the 16 viewers, because most of them are Mexican, and I'm sure that they will be interested to know everything that you said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I can say anything to them, I mean, I am also a subscriber, of course. But I think I've been really, meeting all these people has really brought a lot of value to me, and like I've really enjoyed it. I feel very lucky to have like had all these experiences and the chance to do these kind of things. So the thing I would say is just thank you. And I hope that if there's an opportunity for Michigan to give back something as a Michigander, I hope we can do that. But
Come to Michigan. If Jared is here, he will be the best tourist guide, or if not, he will be the best storyteller.
I'll try.
Yeah. Okay. Or you will be able to teach them,
Oh,
introduce them to the world.
Definitely explain.
Okay, so today you hear from a Michigander his perspective to the Mexican culture. I hope you like it. I personally enjoy it a lot. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, hopefully next time that people think about Michigan or see any of my videos that are related to Michigan, they will be able to understand it better. So I know we are in November. To the people, happy holidays. Thanksgiving, Cyber Monday, Dia de la Virgen, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year. Just have a good time. Please subscribe to the channel. Just like it.
Smash that like button.
Yes.
Hit the bell.
Yes. Ding, ding. And see you next time. Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu. Adios.
Bye. Bye.
And I always ask you to goodbye in Korean.
Yeah. Anya.
Take care. Let's go to eat because I'm hungry.
All right. Let's go.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm also hungry. But I think that was the best one.
Yes.
What do you think?